We can't look at Afghanistan just as a moment of crisis right now. Immediate emergency relief can only be for a few months. We've got to soon switch to saying what makes it sustainable, what makes communities take charge of their own lives and go beyond waiting for emergency relief.
This is a make or break moment. Humanitarian assistance saves lives, but it will not solve the problem if the economy of Afghanistan collapses.
When 15 August happened, a plan B became a plan A. We were thinking about how can we become closer to the people? How could UNDP see the impact of its work directly on an improvement of livelihoods of the people?
At the heart of it is that you can earn your own income to take care of yourself and your family and your future. That to me is what ABADEI is. This is not new. Community revival, this is not a new concept in this country. Afghans have always led and managed their own futures. The idea, the spirit comes from what's happening at local levels already. We just hope to scale it.
We have implementing partners and activities across the 34 provinces. We wanted to go to the people on the ground. We wanted to decentralize our activities, and we wanted to see the impact of this work on the ground.
In my recent visit to Kabul, speaking not only to the doctors and nurses, but also to some of the patients, what a difference it has made to see health workers, doctors, midwives who've been paid after 4, 5, 6 months, but who've been coming to work even without being paid. Just the relief on their faces. And then speaking to some of the patients who were saying the hospital, the clinic is working again and we can come get medicines, our children are getting care.
Hundreds of women were about to close shop and lay off hundreds or thousands of women employees. We are working with the Women Chamber of Commerce in Herat to give grants to women enterprises and empower them in those times where women are under pressure.
You support one women-led micro-enterprise and it supports 100 people.
We also are working with youth innovative projects to make sure that they also are well incubated and have a chance to move forward. Thousands of young men who were all about to leave had it not been for that job that we created through the Cash for Work. Thousands of jobs in cleaning and dredging the Injil Canal in Herat will have tremendous agricultural, rural and urban consequences.
I hope that ABADEI can, in a year's time, actually touch the livelihoods and create livelihoods for over 1 million people.
Donors are the main source of funding. This program needs more than $1 billion to create 2 million jobs in the next 2 years to ensure that 65,000 women-owned enterprises survive and prosper.
To all our donors and our partners who've joined us in this effort, thank you. I don't think you realize as yet the story that you are going to be part of. Already you see the small enterprises moving, you see health clinics working, farmers who now see canals cleaned have some hope. You are part of that story. I know you wouldn't be part of this unless you deeply cared for the future of this country. The global community has to step in and step up if Afghanistan is truly going to come out on top to serve all its people. We've got to make sure that ABADEI not just kicks in, but runs at a scale that all Afghans across the country can rely on, because it's going to be generated by them for their communities and their families.